Well, what is up, gamers? Squirrely here. Thanks for joining me as always. Hopefully you didn't forget about me, because I definitely did not forget about you. Today we're talking about something I've been wanting to mention for a while and get a video out, and then a couple things happened all at the same time, and I said, you know what? This is the perfect time to release this video before anything else changes, and it was kind of almost like fate, to be honest, as silly as that sounds, but today we're talking about the Golden Pan in TF2, the most iconic weapon for sure. Counter-Strike's got its Dragon Lore, TF2's got its Golden Pan. You know, it's up there with like basically the Burning Team Captain is one of the most iconic things in the game. It definitely has a legendary status and has magical powers. If you've ever owned a Golden Pan or picked one up in game, it's a very beautiful weapon. Anyways, today we're talking about why I think the Golden Pan is gonna go on the rise because recently I decided to trade for a Golden Pan. Now, there's been plenty of opportunities in my years to own a Golden Pan. I think they've been out for around 5 years now. I probably honestly could have had 10 or 15 of them, not all at the same time, but just in trading. But I never really wanted to invest that much in one thing, and I wasn't sure how much demand there was, yada yada. But now, I basically cashed out a bunch of my items. I have my dream set, my loadout for all class and soldiers, so I figured it's missing something. I need something really nice. What's out there that I could get that's kind of cool? So I figured what better time than now to get a Golden Pan. But in my research and hunting for a good Golden Pan, I found some things out that were kind of surprising, and I noticed the trends, and I say, hey, you know what? I'm pretty sure Golden Pans are going to be on the rise. So when I was hunting for my Golden Pan, and by the way, the pan I went with was a clean, I think it's 3 or 4 person history Golden Pan with Team Shine Firehorn. So I figured if I'm going to go big, I might as well get the best one I can find, and it's going to be easier to sell in the future. I don't want a duped one, and that's the thing with Golden Pans. There's not a lot of really nice ones left, and there's actually just not a whole lot of them left in general. So when I found out when I was researching Golden Pans, you pretty much have 2 options now. Backpack.tf classifieds and marketplace.tf. That's pretty much all you got. Once, you know, if you scavenge a little bit or a lot, you might find another Golden Pan somewhere else, but 99% of them are pretty much going to be there. And what I also found out is that, you know, backpack.tf is not perfect, but it's pretty accurate for most things. It's pretty darn close. People keep the prices around there. But for something like a Golden Pan, it was priced at, recently, it was suggested a price for pretty much where it's been for a while, around 1,200 keys. It's actually like 1,185 keys. So I figured, okay, if I can pop out 1,200 keys, then I can easily get a pan, right? I jump on. No one's asking for 1,200 keys. Everyone's asking for 1,300 or more. And I offered people, how about, 1,250, 1,260, 70, 80? Everyone's like, no. Across the board, no one would budge. And I was offering on pans I didn't even want. Pans that were like, it's got a long history. I'm not really a big fan of the effect and the sheen, but, I just want a pan. And eventually I found the Team Shine Firehorns one that was super clean, by far the highest tier one that's been available in a while. And I said, you know what? If I gotta pay 1,300 keys to get any pan, I might as any Golden Pan with any effect, I might as well pay a little bit more just to get the nicest one and make it a safer investment, and I can probably get more money out of it and it's just easier to sell. So basically, without making you guys do the research, I paid 1,320 keys plus a clean Blizzardy Storm Exquisite rack. The Blizzardy Storm rack, I think they priced it at 59 keys, but you can easily sell it for 70, 75. Maybe even 80 keys now because winter's coming up. And I had people offer me 75 keys on Marketplace, but I didn't want to sell it for keys. Anyways, I basically paid 1,400 keys, which was a lot more than Backpack, so I quickly learned that Backpack.tf prices for Golden Pans don't mean anything, especially if it's a nice high tier one. You'll have to pay more. And then I also realized that I was having a hard time just finding pans in general. Like, there wasn't that many. If you open up here Backpack Classifieds, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see they're all asking for way more than Backpack price. And this one on here is on Marketplace. So there's technically 3 for sale. And if you don't like the effects and the sheens or the history or whatever, then that's all you got to pick from. Same with the buy orders. Look at these people are paying way more than 1,200 keys for a Golden Pan. So the price is obviously out of date. Let me check on Marketplace.tf. Same story. There's only 3 for sale, and one of them is from the classified. So there's technically 2 for sale. And you can see the same thing on here. There's at least always 1 or 2 people paying basically $2,000 bucks or more. So the demand is still very, very high. But if you don't want these specific effects, then you're kind of just stuck out of luck looking for, you know, a nice one to hit the market. So if we go over here, the original golden pan was 2,000 keys. It kind of bumped down once some more came into the market. So back then, though, a lot of people wanted the golden pan to flip it because it was so new. They want to buy it, show it off, and then flip it because it was worth a ton, 2,000 keys basically. But as more hit the market, some people would, you know, trade for a pan and keep it because they wanted to have it, you know, for their dream set or dream loadout or whatever. And then so there'd be a couple less available to trade and in the circulation basically. So the price kind of went down a little bit more. Plus, most of the pans aren't the highest tier effect. You know, not all of them are going to be Team Shine Firehorns or something like that. So there's a lot of other lower tier effects that could also bring it down. Those ones are usually traded back and forth more often. So basically, it kind of balanced out around 1,200 keys for a golden pan, but I think we've kind of hit the mark where there's not a whole lot for sale. There's hardly any, if any, high tier ones for sale, and more people, like myself, are buying or trading for golden pans just to keep them. Like, I have no intention of selling my golden pan, unless someone out of the blue, which people have already been offering me. I'm like, how'd you find out I got a golden pan? I haven't made a video about this yet, or even really told that many people. People are already offering very good offers, but I'm like, unless someone offers me something insane, I am not planning to sell the golden pan. So I was thinking, you know what, if I had to pay 1,400 keys for my pan, I'm pretty sure the price is going to go up because there's not that many for sale at all. The demand is high, but the supply is super low, and if more people are trading for pans to keep them, that brings down the supply even more. So that's ready for a bump, I think. And basically the next day, as I'm making the video and fleshing things out, it's getting a bump, a very healthy bump. So as you can see, not too long ago, it was basically 1,200 keys, and now it's going to get priced up to, I don't know what that's going to be, 13 something, close to 1,400 keys. And I'm sure people are basically not going to change their price. They're probably going to say 1,400 keys, unless another really high tier one jumps on. They're probably going to want 1,500 or 1,600 keys. So I honestly kind of got lucky. I picked the perfect pan at the perfect time, right before the price jumped up, and I just caught this trend of, you know, golden pans definitely got to go up. There's less for sale, they're harder to find, and people like myself who are collectors are basically picking them to keep. So that's just how it is. TF2 doesn't have a whole lot of super high tier items that are this rare and this popular, but golden pans is kind of one of them. So anyways, thank you guys for joining me as always on this video talking about why I think the golden pan will rise in price, and actually we just got a price suggestion, so it looks like I was right. I figured I would show you guys that before I finish the video. So, and one more thing real quick before you guys go, I need help renaming my golden pan. If you're gonna get something this nice, you gotta use a name tag and a description tag and put something funny or edgy or creative on there. So let me know what you guys think, what ideas and suggestions you have. Post them in the comments or my Steam group if you prefer, and I don't know, maybe the winner will get a prize or something, but I'm looking forward to renaming my golden pan. So hope to see you guys in game. If you run into me, feel free to say hi, what's up. Hope you're all having a happy holidays, and until the next video, have a good one. Peace.